What's good people, Wise One here, welcome back to my Soundboy Champion Sound Challenge. In this video I'm going to be breaking down my week 6 live stream I think, and I'm going to be attempting to fix 3 of the blends. So if you find the video useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and sit back, relax and enjoy this first clip. As usual, have a little think for yourself about what you would do to improve it, and I'll catch up with you in a little minute. Yeah, so I thought, firstly, it wasn't really loud enough. Like you couldn't hear it too well. Because I only turned the fader up like halfway, but I think that was because they weren't actually in sync anyway. So it didn't sound like, it would have sounded bad if it was up all the way, but you just couldn't really hear it too much. Because there was a bit where there was like a little kind of vocal bit right at the end, but you couldn't hear what that was saying at all. So it just didn't really sound that great. So here is a little clip of what I did to fix it. Let's have a little listen. Now, I think you'll agree that did sound a lot better. You might have also noticed that I mixed it in at a different point. Like instead of mixing it in at the beginning of the song, I mixed it in like 16 bars in, because I just thought it was just an easier place for me. It just sounded easier. I was struggling to do it from the beginning, but I think that it worked well anyway. You don't need to bring it in right from the start of the song. You can choose another point if that works well for you. And you could see as well that the grid lines didn't actually line up exactly, so just listening to it by ear instead of trying to link them up by eye, it was really important there as well. So I'm gonna play you the second clip now. So again, have a little think about what you would do to improve it.
They get what I see. Steady on my grind, ain't nobody stopping my car. I can do this any day of the week. Filling up books like a geek, and I go straight in. I ain't got creep. If I'm around in the night, you ain't gonna go sleep. You won't wanna catch a wink, you won't wanna get beat. We do what we want, we don't move like sheep. Change the energy levels, I wanna make the level walk.
So I think the big problem with this one is the lyrics on lyrics, where you know, you can't really understand what either one's saying because they're both just talking over the top of each other, and it doesn't sound good at all, really. Like, you can kind of have vocals on top of vocals sometimes if one's more doing like more of just making like a kind of tuneful noise or something rather than actually saying words. Or this is what I found anyway. If someone disagrees, then so be it. But yeah, I think you need to know in your songs where they have vocals at which point, because you don't want to be in situations like I was there where you end up with vocals over the top. So this is what I did to fix it.
Steady on my grind, ain't nobody stopping my car. I can do this any day of the week. Filling up books like a geek and I go straight in. I ain't got a creep. If I'm around in the night, you ain't gonna go sleep. You won't wanna catch a wave, you won't wanna get a beat. We do what we want, we don't move like sheep. Changing energy levels like a quantum leap.
Now, as you can see, I sort of skillfully, it wasn't that skillfully, but I avoided the vocals in one of the songs with the volume fader, just bringing it, just bringing it down whenever that vocal bit came in, and just having a knowledge of the songs and when to bring the song in as well, just to avoid it. But I suppose that's just learning your music library and down to just putting in the time. Because I suppose I didn't do it for the first stream, did I? I only did it when I had to go back and look at the songs. But yeah, I'll play the third clip now. Have a little think.
Don't look for me wine and I sit down, me carry it up and bring it down up on the side. Me a sit down, me pussy tight, it can't fit me just a cut and I sit down and I go down and I say back to me.
This is empty for your bun, them from your bun, me outside, burning a Babylon. Babylon walk with corruption. You know the system, thief for your bun, them fraud, we your bun, weed outside Scotland. You're burning a Babylon. Babylon walk with corruption. You know the system, thief for your bun, them fraud, we your bun, weed outside Scotland. You're burning a Babylon. Babylon walk with corruption. You know the system, thief we your bun, them fraud, we your bun, weed outside Scotland Yard. This for the boy them, what we call police in London, also known as Babylon. Them boy them be with a traction, them boy them needing something to do.
So I've got quite a lot to talk about with this one, don't I? I'd say, firstly, you've noticed that they're not actually a beat match. I only sort of realised that halfway through. And in the intro there's no real place to beat match either. There's no drums or anything to go off, so I should have had a like cue point later in the song somewhere where I could have beat matched and been prepared, but I wasn't. And then I'd realised I'd like prepared for the song before. I knew that there was only one place that I could bring the song in to end up avoiding having vocals on top of vocals. But then I ended up missing that point where I was supposed to bring it in. So this time with the fix, I've done it a little differently. I've got one video where I've just shown what I should have done, like if I'd brought it in at the right time and what it should have been like. But I kind of thought that that's not really too useful if you can't go back in time and just bring it in at the right time. So I thought that I would also do another clip where I've sort of shown what I should have done you know, thought on my feet and acted quickly, whereas instead I didn't, and I just ended up making that shitty clip that I just played you there. But yeah, I'll show you the first clip now, which is the one where I just do it how I'd originally planned to do it. So enjoy.
You know the system, thief, we up on them fraud, we up on me downside, Scotland Yard. Born in a Babylon, Babylon want me corruption. Oh, you know the system, thief, we up on them fraud, we up on me downside, Scotland Yard.
This for the boy them, what we call police in London. Also known as Babylon, them boy them a be with a truncheon. Them boy them a needing something to do. My music came with the night to do. I don't do this thing for the love of the do. But I'll lock man down cause I'm bananas. I don't.
So yeah, you can see that in that clip I managed to avoid all the vocals from the first track, just by bringing it in at the right time and knowing when the right time was to bring it in. But if you do find that you missed that point and there was only that one point that you can bring it in, from this song I brought it in at 32 bars from the drop. So that meant that I did have another chance. I could have skipped to my cue point at 16 bars from the drop and just brought it in a bit quicker. Like it wouldn't sound as good, I don't think, because I really like the intro of Born in a Babylon, the second song. But I suppose you can still do it. You can still bring it in and you avoid the vocals on vocals. So I'll show you what I did with that now.
What we call police in London, also known as Babylon. Them boy them a be with a truncheon. Them boy them a needing something to do. My music came with the night to do. I don't do this thing for the love of the do. But I'll lock man down cause I'm bananas. I don't deal with corruption. Anybody wanna get real with corruption.
Now I watch them both back, I might even prefer that second one actually, but who knows, they're both okay. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. If you did enjoy the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, all that, and if you've got any questions or even suggestions on how to improve them or how to just improve in general, please put them down in the comments below, all that kind of stuff. And thank you very much. Sin a bit.